G'day and welcome back to that new Hobby High Ultramarines from Scratch, episode 103. So I'm back from the bush and I've got a hell of a lot done. I'm really pleased with my progress so far this week. Just let me find a magic bottle. Yep, really happy with my progress this week. So I've put on 65 decals onto this unit of bloody Inductii. I'm just about to bloody put the varnish on them and then seal them all up and do the final tufts and the clean up of the base and a bit of gloss on the glowing plasmas. And that's 2 units of Inductii done. So they're about 2, maybe 10 minutes plus an hour of drying time before they're finished. I've got a good portion of these Terminators done. They're the other 5 of the anti-tank ones, and so you look at them, and other than the decals, you couldn't tell that that was painted 3 months ago. They all look pretty much the same. I'm very happy with that. A few things I've got to pick out with them, grey line fix and all of that. And then ways over here, I finally got the turrets done for the Kratos. They're literally drying as we freaking speak. They've just had their slight dark grey wash, so I'll sit there for a day or two for the paint to harden. And the next thing I've been doing is something a little bit different from yourself. So I've had them for a while. I've talked about them a few episodes ago, yonks ago, about getting myself an allied detachment. And I was going through the books and the Wikipedia, and I was trying to find allied detachment. And yeah, I've got a bloody assassin, anti-psyker assassin, but I got that just because he was sort of on the shelf. I never had anything like dedicated to an entire 1,000 points of just something different to paint. So what I've went and done is a couple months ago I went to a private decal maker and I got him to make up some decals for a night house, House Warnher. And I've just today I've started putting them bloody together. And I gotta say, these are a lot of bloody fun. These are a lot of fun to freaking put together. I've only put together 2. I've got 4. I don't want to burn myself out just trying to do the same thing a few times over. But fucking hell, these are fun to put together. The lack of if I was going to freaking show a bit of disappointment in them, it would be the lack of posability. But you can get resin done legs from third parties, so I might have a look into that. But they're freaking robots. They're just big ass robots with a dude inside them. They just go around blasting them. They're apparently pretty weak, and I've just been enjoying freaking flogging them together, to be honest, this week. I've taken a little bit of leeway with the way the models was put together. I've put the ejection cartridges where the shell casings, they'll fling out to the outsides on the actual on the drawings. They've got them flinging into the inside of the actual the robot. And I can't help but think that those casings, as big as they would be, if they get caught up in the leg materials or any of the moving joints, it would seize them up. So it makes more sense, even though it looks a little sort of clunky, to have the shell casings ejected to the outsides. But I'm fucking happy with this so far. I've only put a couple of hours in, a couple of hours today, and that's pretty much it so far. So they've been spray painted black, and then I dry coated them with a dull metal. And then I come over with a slightly different silver. And then I come over with an aluminium. Then I washed them all down with a spray gun and some custom-made dark grey. Then I'm going to come around with some custom dark brown spray just in the armpits, and freaking crotch regions to give it a little bit of darkness and texture. And then I'll give it a light brush of aluminium in the bits I think they need to be shiny. Then I can pick out the details, the brass, the colours, the pistons will all be aluminium, but I'll put little bits of tape around them and rum so you can actually see the oil rings where they meet their maximum movement, and the oil and grit and debris has hooked up. So yeah, I'm happy with them. I've only put like a couple of hours in on them, and they're still drying, but they're looking good. The actual, the armour itself, the colour scheme House of Horus is red and yellow checkers. So the yellow's gone on quite easily enough. I've kept them mostly on sprue because, you know, the aluminium or the metal edging, you know, I'm not really too fussed if that'll come in afterwards. But I've just, you know, bent them up, glued them to the back so I can have them all on one sheet. This one I've done a little different. Oh, shit. I hope I didn't land anything wet. But yeah, the keeping them on the sprue just for easy use, and freaking I've got some stencils which I'm putting on as well. But I've got the compressor running over there because I got stopped in the middle of actually doing this to record the video because I've got to put some varnish on them and let the paints harden before I progress. So this is all I'm doing for the day, and I'm fucking happy with it. Earlier on in today, I started pulling apart Lorgar and getting him all prepped and ready for assembly. And yeah, I've just had a good week. I've had a tippy top week. I did come across something unusual, if I'm being 100% honest. I met a fella online, and it's the first real negative experience I've had with Horus Heresy. And he was saying like, yeah, I don't play with that club. They're you know, fucking idiots, or, you know, he used more sprightly words than that. And I said, well, shit, well, why don't you play there? He says, oh, yeah, no, they play that, sure. They're the, for lack of better words, they're the enemy. Won't play there because they're the freaking, they're that store and I'm at this store. Oh, fucking have you played there or played anyone from them? He says, oh, no, I've never played there, but they're from that store and I'm from this store, so I'm never going to play them. Oh, that's just terrible thinking, mate. I mean, I've never seen that before. Never seen the logic of, I'm not going to play these people who play the same game system I enjoy because they go to a different store and therefore, in my mind, they're bad. That's fucking mental. That's fucking mental. It wasn't local here in Perth. He was a fella I was talking to in Melbourne. But yeah, that was a fucking bit of a shock to the system. I'm just curious if any of you have freaking come across that, or whether it's just this one dude with unusual, you know, and, you know, how do I say it without, there's another fella. How do I say it without freaking sounding weird? With unusual biases, maybe? But yeah, fucking not playing with people from other clubs because you're from this club and therefore you don't want to play other people from other clubs is a bit bent to me. Just a bit. Anyway, what else has happened? Fuck yeah. Oh yeah, over here, you might be able to see them. I put together and undercoated my 20 Assault Marines. I've put together, that's the Inductii, Invictus Caesarians. And they're coming along. So, yeah, this and them, they'll be over there before too long. And then I'm going to finish off these tanks because it's just line work and picking out some details. I've got to do the glow effect on this Volkite and just some cleanup. And then I've got to muddy them up, which is always the fun bit. And then that lot and that lot. Anyway, that's it for me for today. Just enjoy the hobby for being a hobby, and don't get too freaking locked into your own little, if you are in that way, don't get locked into your own little bloody store or something. Get out and play other people and enjoy the hobby. It seems such a shame if you do have that mentality that you lock yourself in. This is fucking so preachy as fuck, and I'm so sorry. It fucking blew me away. It literally, what the fuck, mate? Well, how you thinking like that? It's fucking mental. Anyway, that's it for today. Love the lot of yous. Give your missus a kiss and I'll catch you later. Cheerio.